So today our topic will be somewhat similar to yesterday's webinar, actually, because the yesterday's webinar you have got what is business plan and all about that, all these things. So today actually we will start with planning, and then gradually we will try to see what is business plan and all that. So when we will discuss what is business plan and all that, we will discuss about yesterday's webinar also. So আমরা এরকমভাবেই আজকে শুরু করি। আমরা আজকে ম্যানেজমেন্টের there are four basic functions. As you know, there are four basic functions of management. সো আমরা সেই ম্যানেজমেন্টের যে চারটে বেসিক ফাংশন আছে, সেই চারটে বেসিক ফাংশন যদি আমরা দেখি, তার মধ্যে আমরা পাবো দ্য ফার্স্ট ফাংশন অফ দ্য ম্যানেজমেন্ট, ইট ইজ known as plan. And yesterday we have discussed lot of thing about this business plans and all that. So that is basically you can say the first step of the management. So আমরা সেই প্ল্যানিং নিয়ে আলোচনা শুরু করব, এবং গ্র্যাজুয়ালি উই উইল সি what is business plan, what should be the basic format of the business plan, so that it will be helpful for you to prepare the business plan as said by them. And we want that everybody of you should participate in this competition, and they have opened it. Another good news is that I want to tell you, they have opened it for second year also. Now you don't have to specify that you are from third year. So that's a good thing about this. They have opened it for the second year also, and they have sent me a message that 6 students from the second year has already submitted the business plans. I hope those 6 students are present in the class also today. So I will ask later on about them, about their business plans and all that. But let's start with today's topic first. That is functions of management process. If we see, then we will find that there are 4 key functions of management. That is planning is the first key of management. Next is organizing, and next is leading, and last one is controlling. So there are 4 basic functions of management. We can call key functions of management, that is planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Today our topic will be planning. What is planning? Today our topic will be planning. Now basically planning means what? I mean, planning means, you all of you know that planning means whatever we want to do, at first we have to make a plan of it. We have to make a basic how we will execute it and how it will be and all that. So we have to execute these things. We have to keep these things. We have to ready these things. Okay. So basically, it is you can say a roadmap that what we are going to do. This is a roadmap. It's a preparation of a roadmap that what we are going to do and how to do it. Okay. And for everything, basically, every activity in our day-to-day life also, we need some plans. Let's suppose I want to move from point A to point B for some purpose. So then for that also, if we can make a plan that, okay, I will start at that time, I will take that bus or that particular transport agent, and then I will reach to point B at about that point, and I will accomplish my task over there, and then I will return back. So this is a kind of plan. So what to do and how to do. When we set it priorly, I mean prior to that, we call it plan. And obviously you can understand that it's one of the primary managerial duties. Okay. Now before doing something, every manager has to do it actually. Every manager has to do it. So it is basically related with you can say a manager's ability, creative ability, as well as thinking ability. How far a manager can think prior. Okay, priorly how can a manager can think, how creative he can be. So that the plan depends on these things. But before make the plan, the most important thing is before making the plan, a manager has to set the goal that where he want to reach. What is his point where he want to reach? Is it point B or point C or point D? Starting from point A. And then he has to build up a plan to reach over there, and also how to reach over there. And actually, if you see, at every layer of management, planning is important. At every layer of management, planning is important. It includes a decision making ability. It includes ability to choose from the alternatives, which is very important actually. So that is basically a plan is. That is basically, you can say, a plan is. Okay. So here also we are talking about that, and we will try to explore this planning from its practical angle, that how to make plans and what is the implications of it, what is the importance of it. Gradually we will see all these things. So now if we come, what is planning? A book's definition, you can say planning involves this determination of objectives of the business, obviously setting the goal, objective, formation of programs and courses of action for their attainment. That means to achieve that goal, what will be your course of actions, what will be your roadmap. And then development of schedules and timings of action. That means what will be your schedule when you will reach from point A to suppose point some intermediary point, and then you will finally reach to point B. So what will be your schedule and timings of action, and assignment of responsibilities for their implementation. That means to achieve that goal, you may be needed. You may have to form a team, and you have to assign responsibilities on that team, specific responsibilities. So all these things you have to set prior to do that particular job. So that's basically planning is. And next, the thing is planning. Others actually, you can say, proceeds all efforts on action, as it is the plans and programs that determine the kind of decisions and activities required for attainment of desired goals. So basically, you can understand that what we are talking about actually. That is basically plan says that it is actually all the efforts, all the actions are needed. I mean, and it's as the plan and program that determine the kind of decisions and activities. It determine what kind of decision and what kind of activities you need to perform to achieve that goal. So everything it indicates in a plan. If your plan is good, your success rate, I mean your probability of success will increase, obviously. If you have a good plan in your hand. And obviously planning, always we will do plan, always we will prepare a plan prior to do that particular task. So that is another very important thing and very important aspect of planning, you can say. Okay, I mean, তুমি কি কখনো এরকম শুনেছো কাউকে যে কাজ করা শুরু হওয়ার পর সে প্ল্যান করছে? সো দ্যাটস নট আ প্ল্যানিং। ওকে, সো প্ল্যানিং মিন্স তুমি প্ল্যান করে তারপরে কাজে নামছো, দ্যাট ইজ প্ল্যানিং। তুমি ঠিক করছো যে কিভাবে কাজ করবে, কখন কাজ করবে, কখন কোন কোন সময় তুমি কোন কোন জিনিসগুলো অ্যাচিভ করবে বা কোন কোন জিনিসগুলো তুমি কমপ্লিট করবে, কাকে কাকে নিয়ে কাজ করবে, তাদের কি রেসপন্সিবিলিটিস হবে, কি রোল হবে, কি জব রোল হবে, everything you have to make a plan. You have to choose right people for that. You have to make the schedule. Okay, so that is basically planning, and it is basically related to where, when, how, what, who, and why. All these things are related in planning. All these questions are related. Where you will do the job, when you will do the job, how you will do the job, what will be your goal, who will be your team members, why you are choosing them, or why you are setting this goal, or why you are choosing that option among the alternative options, right? So that's basically planning, and it's basically related to decision making. It should be managed. It is a managerial function, obviously. It will be, most importantly, it's a futuristic job. It's a futuristic thing. You are thinking about the future. You are trying to predict the future. Intellectual process. It's obviously an intellectual process. To prepare a good plan, you need to have good intelligence. Then it's a continuous activity actually, because when your job is ongoing, then sometimes you may have to change your plan. So it's an ongoing process, continuous activity. It's a pervasive activity. It's a career-oriented approach. Okay, so all these are basically related to you can say planning. Okay, so বলো।
স্যার বলছে একজন ঢুকতে পারছে না বলে আমাকে কল করছিল, তাই বলছি স্যার মিটিং লক রয়েছে।
হ্যাঁ, মিটিং তো লক হয়েছে, দেরি করে ঢুকলে কি হয় নাকি? ঢুকতে বল।
আচ্ছা স্যার, একটু দাঁড়ান।
So all these are related to planning actually. Okay, all these activities are involved in the planning method. Okay, it's a managerial function. Obviously, these are the properties actually, you can say. It's a managerial function. It's a goal-oriented approach. It's a pervasive approach. It is a continuous activity. It needs intellectual, some intelligence. If you want to make a good plan, you have to apply your intelligence. It's a futuristic approach, and obviously it's a decision making thing, because most of the time you have to I can say that you have to take lots of decisions, and you have to choose the alternatives. You have to choose the one option from the alternatives. So these things are there actually. These things are there, right? বিশ্বজিৎ, তুমি হাত তুলেছো বোধহয়, বলতে পারো।
হ্যাঁ স্যার, বলছিলাম এই প্ল্যানিং এ যে যে জিনিসগুলো বললেন, ডিসিশন মেকিং, ম্যানেজারিয়াল ফাংশন, গোল ওরিয়েন্টেড, এখানে কি স্যার মানে আরেকটা জিনিস হতে পারতো, রিস্ক টেকিং? এই জিনিসটা কি আসতে পারতো
প্ল্যানিং এ? রিস্ক টেকিং ইজ আ এবিলিটি. Risk taking is a ability. It is a ability. It is an ability. It needs actually. It needs whenever you are going to do a new business, or whenever you are going to going to take a decision. Sometimes risk taking ability is needed. But risk taking ability is not only related to planning. Okay, it is not only related to planning. It is related to your business activities. It's an ability. It should have. Managers should have risk-taking ability. It's a
Yes, sir.
manager's ability actually, you can say. So it is not directly related to planning, but obviously, if you have the risk-taking ability, if you are being a manager, if you have risk-taking ability, being a manager, if you have some risk-taking ability, obviously it will be reflected in your planning method. That you can say. Okay, as it's
Yes,
it's
sir.
an ability. So that is the thing. In that way, you can think it. Okay, it will naturally come into your planning activity. If you have a good risk taking ability, then naturally it will come into when you will make a plan, right? So
Yes, sir.
মানে একটা ম্যানেজারের প্ল্যান, দুটো ম্যানেজারের মধ্যে যদি আমরা কম্পেয়ার করি, একজনের রিস্ক টেকিং এবিলিটি আছে আর একজনের রিস্ক টেকিং এবিলিটি একটু কম, তাদের প্ল্যানিং এও কিন্তু সেটা ন্যাচারালি রিফ্লেক্ট করবে। সো দ্যাট ইজ দ্য থিং। Okay.
Yes, sir.
So next, I will go to yesterday's topic. Actually, some of you have. I heard that some of you have already submitted some business plans. Now, business plan, as we are talking, as we are we are dealing with planning. That's why I'm discussing this particular thing also. That is what needs to go into a business plan. What is business plan? I think you know because you have attended yesterday's meeting and all that. But whatever is your business, there should be 6 basic section in your business plan. Business plan, you can understand that how you will going to perform, what will be your business, how you will going to perform, who will be your team, who will be there in your team, what is your credibility, from where you will raise the fund. Everything should be planned and documented. That is basically business plan is. Now the first and foremost thing in the business plan, there should be an executive summary. I think that has been asked by them from you. What is executive summary? So it's basically a brief introduction of your business plan. It's basically a brief introduction of your business plan, which should describe actually what is your business, what problem you are going to solve by your business, what is your target market, what is your customer segment, what is the base of your customer, and with that the financial highlights. That means from where you are going to raise the fund, So that is basically the executive summary should contain. Okay. Now it should be prepared in a way that it can easily grab the user's attention. Okay, you should make it in that way that it should easily grab the user's attention. Otherwise, nobody will be attracted. If nobody is attracted to your plan, nobody is going to read all the plans and all that. You have to make it somewhat lucrative, somewhat attractive. Okay. Now that is your creativity. That is basically your creativity. How you will do it. So that is basically executive summary is, which is nothing but a very basic method, very first step of the plan. Okay, to prepare an executive summary. Now, if you ask me how long it should be, minimum 2 page. Depends on your business, depends on your plan, depends on your creativity. But 2 pages, generally 2 pages is sufficient at least. Okay, but if it is needed, it can be long. But one thing you have to remember, that it should not be a monotonous thing. It should not be a boring thing. It should be attractive. That anybody will attracted to your plan. You have to prepare your plan in that way. How? That is your creativity. Nobody can teach you that. I can say nobody can teach you like that. Okay. So if we see a sample executive summary, it should have these things actually. At first, the opportunity of your business. What is the opportunity? What is the gap in the market? Where you want to point out? Where you want to penetrate? That is the gap. Actually, you have to find out the gap in the market and you have to penetrate over there. So that's basically the opportunity. Okay. Next is the problem summary. What is your problem? What is your problem means, I mean, what solution, what is the gap? The detailed explanation of this gap. That these things are not present. That's why lots of people are suffering. So I am providing the solution for this thing, and lots of people will be, lots of people will get help from my solution. So that's basically the problem summary. Okay. Next is the solution. I mean, how we will going to solve it? How you are going to solve it? Yeah, Momita, tell me. You have raised your hand. Momita has raised your hand. I mean, I don't know. If you have any question, you can ask Momita. Okay. Next is market. That means your customer, you're finding your market. You have to find out your market. You have to find out your target customer. You have to find out where you want to point out, where you want to hit. That is basically market is. Like suppose you are going to launch a soap. So what will be your market base? Is it a baby soap? Is it a beauty soap? Is it a medicated soap? Market will be different. Okay, market will be different. Your customer base will be different. Okay. Competition. Now you have to assess what are your competitors, who are your competitors, how much competition is there. Now suppose if you want to launch a new telecom industry, suppose I'm just giving an example. I know that it's a big thing I'm talking about, but suppose you want to launch a telecom industry. You have to launch something. You have to do something in telecom. So now telecom sector. Now we have to assess that what are your competitions. Is there at all any scope? Is there at all any scope for the new organization to penetrate the market? Is it possible? Is it at all? Is there at all any gap like that? Yes, Sharmanti, tell me.
Sir, my question is that before entering into any type of market or any type of business, it is very important, right, to what do we say, to survey the market by just making the Google Forms or by in-man survey, like it is done in the
To do a survey and all that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bolo?
So it will be important, right, while of doing the survey.
Obviously,
Before,
survey is
launching any new
important.
product.
Yeah, definitely, survey is important. Obviously, otherwise, how you will assess that what is your market? Is there any scope at all in the market? Actually, all this comes from the survey. Not only survey. Survey is the first line data, first step of data. Then we process it by different tools of mathematics and statistics, with the help of nowadays, with the help of different softwares and all that. Then we try to assess the market trend. Okay, we try to assess the market trend. At that particular, I mean, these jobs are done by the market analyst, data analyst. They do these things actually. They do this kind of things actually. Okay, that is starting from movie to, aeroplane to everything actually. Every company goes for this kind of survey to understand what is the customer base, what is the customer feedback, what is the customer choice, and based on that, either they try to modify their business, or suppose if no new company is launching, a new company is coming, they also sometimes do this. That can be a distribution of sample copies of a shampoo, like that. Sometimes we got in the newspaper that some sample copies are attached for a new product. So that is basically to assess the customer feedback. These things are done. So there are lots of ways. But yes, market survey is very important to understand what is the need of the market, first of all. Okay.
Sir,
হ্যাঁ বলো।
স্যার আরেকটা কোশ্চেন ছিল হচ্ছে যে স্যার আমরা তো দেখেছি না যে অনেক কোম্পানি অনেক কিছু প্রডিউস করে, মানে এবার ধরুন একটা প্রোডাক্ট, একটা কোম্পানির সার্টেন প্রোডাক্ট তৈরি করলো সব অ্যানালিসিস করে, সেই প্রোডাক্টটা যখন বিক্রি হলো তখন দেখা গেল যে কাস্টমার ফিডব্যাক বা কাস্টমার রিভিউ খুব একটা ভালো আসেনি। মানে 5 স্টারের মধ্যে হয়তো 1.3 কি 1.4 এসেছে।
হুম
তো স্যার সেই কোম্পানিটাই যদি আবার অন্য কোনো প্রোডাক্ট লঞ্চ করতে যায়,
হুম
তো এটা কি মানে তাদের জন্য কি খুব রিস্কি হবে, নাকি তাদেরকে মানে নিজেদের শাট ডাউন করে দেওয়া উচিত?
that depends on the goodwill, that depends on the goodwill of the organization actually. Now if there is a product launched by Tata and it gets it is not performing well in the market, and then if Tata wants to launch another product, then people will go and buy it. People will try once more, as because it's from Tata. Now, if same thing is done by some unknown organization, and it fails first time, second time they have to take that risk. There will be risk associated. Obviously, for Tata's case also there will be some risk, but as Tata has some goodwill in Indian customer, so the risk will be lesser than any new company. So same things are different for different organizations, and obviously these things can be minimized. This risk can be minimized by good strategy, good planning. If my product A fails, then immediately I will launch product B, which will be much more better version of product A maybe, or targeting some another set of customer. So these things are there actually. There are lots of strategies are made for this, and you will see this kind of things you will found in previously I found in different that in case of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, all that, this kind of organizations. They have lots of products. Some products have not has done well, but then still they have launched a new drink and all that. Maybe that drink has made well, in the market, perform well in the market. So it depends on the goodwill, it depends on the need of the customer. If there is still, suppose again, suppose Tata has launched a product which is not good and not doing well, and at the same time some another company has come and they have launched their product, and that product is much more better than Tata's product in the every angle. So in that case, it will be again a difficult task for Tata to penetrate in that market again. So things are different. Okay. So like that what I'm saying. But the thing is, একটা জিনিস একটু আমি তোমাদের বলি, সেটা হচ্ছে যে তোমরা প্রশ্ন করো, কিন্তু আমি কয়েকটা ছেলের থেকেই প্রশ্ন পাই, 4টে ছেলেই আমাকে প্রশ্ন করে। কোনো মেয়েরাও তো কোনো প্রশ্ন করে না, বা অন্য কোনো ছেলেদের থেকে আমি কোনো প্রশ্ন পাই না, অন্যরাও প্রশ্ন করো। যে প্রশ্নগুলো বৈভব করে, সৈমন্তিক করে, বিশ্বজিৎ করে, ওরা সবাই আরো যারা যারা করো তোমরা প্রশ্ন, they are very good. That is very good. I always encourage, I want that it should be interactive session. But the thing is, আরো তো তোমরা আছো, তোমরাও একটু প্রশ্ন করো, একটু জিজ্ঞাসা করো, তাহলে আমার ভালো লাগবে আর কি, এবং তোমাদেরও আমার মনে হয় ইন্টারেস্টটা আরো গ্রো করবে। So because it's a very core subject of your stream, it's a very core thing, and there are lots of things you can do. যাই হোক, তো নেক্সট আমি যেটা বলছিলাম, যে competition, you have to assess the competition. You have to explain that why you are the choice, why you should be the choice of your customer. বৈভব বলো। Bhaibhav, if you have any question, you can say.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, my question is, sir, if I am going to start the company, then how can I find the customer's taste? Means, suppose I am a new startup company, then even after not getting proper feedback, how can I develop that product for the customer?
No, actually,
Sir, 1 minute.
bolo.
Yesterday we had a session. Sir. Yesterday we had a session on rural entrepreneurship. Then here we have everything, sir. Right now, at present we have everything. Nowadays, villages बोल के तो कुछ नहीं है. अभी तो full develop हो चुका है. तो they are also having mobile phones. They are also having the means irrigation facilities and the means good home facilities. But the main thing is that now at that present, how can I able to find that new product which the customer will like? I'm not getting that much feedback from the people also, so that I can develop that new product. Then how I will do, sir?
I got your point. Excellent question. First of all, I will tell you the question is excellent. It's an excellent question. Excellent question. But the thing is, Vaibhav, don't take it otherwise. But I think this is the problem with our current generation. Actually, I mean, it is not for you. Talking about. It's for everybody of this generation. I mean, you can say I'm not also a very old man, but I think this generation I'm talking about your generation of our students I'm talking about. So
Sir,
you
your
say
voice,
yeah, are you getting me?
please repeat again, sir. Sir,
Yeah,
your voice is breaking, sir.
yeah. I'm saying first of all, it's a very good question. It's a very good question, excellent question. What you have asked, the question is very good. Okay, and then I want to tell you that this is the problem with our current generation actually. Why I'm telling you? Because at first you said that, sir, village बोल के तो कुछ नहीं है. How you can say that? How far you have seen? How far you have seen? Do you know there is a village there still now? Have you visited a core Sundarban in our state only? Have you visited our core Sundarban areas where the only occupation of the people is fishing? Have you visited core part of the Sundarban? I think no. Otherwise you can't. Otherwise yes. Otherwise you will not say this that village बोल के तो कुछ नहीं है. There are lots of villages are there still now in this modern India. We only can see the these glorified cities and all that. We don't have any idea that there is still a village where people only their occupation is fishing. They only depends on it or like that, and they don't have minimum of their minimum facilities of their daily needs. Okay, still there. You forget about telecom. All that. There are still some villages like that. Okay, so village बोल के तो कुछ नहीं है. It's a completely wrong thing. It's a complete wrong. There are lots of. You go to Arunachal, interior of Arunachal. You go to interiors of Arunachal. You go to interiors of Mizoram, Meghalaya, Eastern India. Okay. Even some part of your very core part of Maharashtra and very core part of even Gujarat. Core part of Gujarat. Village sector. There are lots of villages are there. Even you will find it in West Bengal also. So এটা হচ্ছে প্রথম কথা যেটা আমার বলার, সেটা হচ্ছে যে এই যে ডোন্ট থিংক দ্যাট যে আমরা একদম এত ডেভেলপ করে গেছি যে আমাদের আর কিছু নেই. Still we have lots of things. That's why ওই যে কালকের যে সেমিনারটা, that's why they have concentrate on rural entrepreneurship. That's why they are concentrate on rural management. Because in the rural sector you have lots to do, lot of things you can do in the rural sector, because there are lots of scopes. In the Sundarban, they have a very good they are good producer of honey. কিন্তু সেইটা মার্কেট করার লোক নেই. এখানে কেউ কাজ করতে চায় না. তুমি এখানকার জল you cannot drink that water, because I have visited that part, a basic part of the Sundarbans, and I have faced the problem. জলটা নোনতা, salty water. Your thirst will not be mitigated by drinking that water. I have visited when I was I was in maybe probably in class 7, 8, 9, 10 like that. But the thing is, still now the problem is there. Okay, the water is salty. First, very basic thing, the water is salty.